Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Jerry Kreitzer, director of the Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale. Welcome, Jerry.
Thank you, Dennis, for having me on.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty big spring for the chorale, just coming off collaboration with Orchestra Iowa. You were one of, all the choruses that it felt like were involved in the Seven Words of the Unarmed concert, which was such a huge event.
Really, really important concert for everybody to be in. Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale and the 4 area colleges, Kirkwood, Mount Mercy, and Cornell. So great experience for those young singers as well.
Of course, and we should mention that Mount Mercy comes under your domain as well.
It does.
So you were kind of doing double duty there.
Did a little double rehearsals on that one. So, so coming off that really powerful performance of Seven Last Words of the Wounded by Joel Thompson, and then, of course, the great masterpiece of Beethoven, to slide into the Earth Mass of Paul Winter is kind of fun.
So the upcoming concert, it's long. I got to kind of consult my notes. It's Mother Earth, Brother Sun, Sister Moon.
That's the theme of the concert, right? Taken from text of the Mass, called Earth Mass or Missa Gaia, and conceived by Paul Winter, the great soprano saxophone player in the Paul Winter Consort, in conjunction with other collaborators. So I could launch into that.
Okay, well, coming up on May 15th, and we'll talk specifics on location, but tell us about the piece.
All right. Paul did a lot of collaboration at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City. It's the largest Gothic cathedral in America, and got to do a little improv in collaboration with the organist there, Paul Haley, a wonderful musician, wonderful choral director, and it started a long 17-year collaboration friendship between the two. And eventually the consort was invited to be artists in residence in the cathedral, putting on staging concerts. And Paul Winter would regularly incorporate whale sounds, wolf sounds, Native American sounds, animal sounds into the music. And he was asked by the deacon at the church to compose a mass. And so as he pondered it and thought about it, he decided an ecological mass about Mother Earth and all of creation. And so that's kind of how that started.
Wow. So, and of course, we think of, the Paul Winter Consort. If you're racking your brain trying to figure out how you know him, Icarus, I would argue, is probably his best known composition, kind of on the new agey side. But there have been a lot of jazz groups who have covered that as well. So it's kind of a well-known composition. So, you got known primarily as an instrumentalist. Is there anything in, now this is choral work. So aside from the theme, ecology and the Earth Mass, is there anything that looking over the score, is there anything that someone who's kind of primarily an instrumentalist, a different slant they bring to a choral work? Do you look at it and go, oh, yeah, definitely someone who came up as a player rather than a singer, or not?
Well, he had a lot of choral collaborators with him, Paul Haley being one, Jim Scott being another. So there's a lot of great choral writing in it. And you might think, oh, it's a performance of a mass. This is going to be pretty serious, pretty serious music, but it's not. It's joyful, it's uplifting, it's rhythmical. He made a point to incorporate, to try to make it worldwide, incorporated African rhythms, Brazilian rhythms, jazz rhythms, and of course, animal sounds. And for instance, the tundra wolf sound is a little 4-note pattern that he makes. The wolf repeats, and Paul uses that, echoed by the soprano sax and voices, and the whale sounds in the movement of the Sanctus, and seal sounds in the Agnus Dei. So those things are incorporated in there. The combo actually is kind of a jazz gospel combo. So soprano sax, oboe, piano, bass, guitar, organ, oboe, and cello.
So you are accompanied Well, of course, you're accompanied in a different way. You just were a few weeks ago accompanied by full orchestra.
Full orchestra. So
this
a
is
completely different genre. Yeah, lots of gospel elements in this mass, and yeah.
And then the combo, they kind of create the animal sounds, or
They're on tape.
they're okay. So
They're
they are
actually
actual animal sounds from the tape.
Animal sounds.
So
will be played.
A lot of actual animal songs will be played.
Yep.
So there's some aspects of this that you don't always deal with then, from a directorial standpoint. You're not just cueing singers
Cue the
and
tape.
instrumentalists, but
Cue
you're
the
also
tape.
you're cueing the electronics.
Yeah.
Who's in the combo?
Marita Wolgast, who's our accompanist for the chorale, is on keyboard. Tom Mackey on drums.
Also from Orchestra Iowa.
Orchestra Iowa. Rich Wager on bass. Pat Smith on guitar. Thad Sentiment on cello. And Stella Hart will be featured on soprano sax, the daughter of Lynn and Peter Hart. Lynn asserts that is the best sax player in the Hart family.
Well,
and it'll be great for me to work with Stella again. She was a student.
She was one of your students at Washington. Yep. Yeah. So yes, well, the you don't go wrong with any of the Harts.
No, any of them could do it.
That's right.
So it's really top class band and going to be great.
Is this the only piece on the program?
This is it. There are three accompanying pieces to the mass itself. Starts off with a canticle to Brother Sun, hence the theme of our concert, where he celebrates all of God's creation, animals, plants, everything, and then parts of the mass, Kyrie, and then a setting of the Beatitudes, very fun gospel setting that will feature Tracy Price as a soloist. And then we'll insert a piece called Mystery, written by James Geffen, and will feature Lynn Rothrock on solo, backed up by the choir. And another piece, a theme that runs through the piece is the hymn For the Beauty of the Earth. And it's found in tons of hymnals. The tune is actually taken from a Gregorian chant. And so we have a little setting of the Gregorian chant, which finishes with For the Beauty of the Earth, with audience singing along. So the audience gets to sing along 3 times during the Mass.
All right. Well, there is a lot going on.
Lots going
here.
on, yeah.
Yeah. So the concert is Mother Earth, Brother Sun, Sister Moon. I have to place the family member with the proper astronomical body. And it's coming up the 15th,
15th of May.
Sunday. Yeah. And this will be, you've been doing a lot of stuff at First Lutheran, but this is not going to be there.
This is at Sinclair Auditorium on the Co-College campus.
Okay, well, again,
school is out, and it's a Sunday afternoon, so parking should be plentiful.
Oh, yeah, even better. And if people want tickets at the door, tickets in advance?
Tickets in the door, tickets in advance on our website, crchorale.org.
All right, yeah. Jerry. Well, good luck with it. As I said, it's there's a lot more moving parts than in some concerts for you as a director.
More the better.
Yep. So keep you on your toes.
That's right.
Dr. Jerry Kreitzer from Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale. Again, May 15th, Sinclair Auditorium, crchorale.org, if you'd like more information. You can hear the Culture Chorale live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20 a.m. or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.